Bill O'Reilly here, Monday, September 16th, 2019. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update. Here's what's happening today in America. The Trump administration considering its response to a drone strike on Saudi Arabia's oil fields. Some Democratic presidential candidates are calling for Brett Kavanaugh's impeachment. Workers at General Motors striking nationwide. A new study shows nearly half of Americans cry at work. Also, I had the message of the day, are Americans basically dumb? But first, the White House considering a series of options in response to a drone strike that damaged Saudi Arabia's energy industry. The attack, likely linked to Iran, shut down half of the kingdom's petroleum production. Secretary of State Pompeo vowing to continue America's maximum pressure campaign against Iran. But if that country is behind the Saudi attack, stronger action may be taken. Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren demanding the impeachment of Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh after new uncorroborated and disputed allegations of sexual abuse appeared in the New York Times. The accusations that eyewitnesses saw Kavanaugh acting inappropriately while a freshman at Yale University appear in a new book, but have since been denied by the alleged victim, who claims to have no memory of the incident. The Times eventually backtracked on the story, removing sections of it. This is not the first time the ultra-liberal New York Times has been wrong in its coverage. Now, Mr. Sanders and Ms. Warren have yet to be heard from. President Trump has been heard from, saying Brett Kavanaugh should sue. Nearly 50,000 workers at General Motors off the job nationwide as contract talks break down. The strike is the first in more than a decade. Representatives from the United Auto Workers Union calling the move a last resort as negotiators struggle to reach an agreement on wages, health benefits, retirement plans, and more. New study from Harper's Magazine says nearly half of Americans have cried in the workplace, with 45% admitting they have broken down over both personal and professional issues. Guilty of a midday meltdown? Don't worry about it. 44% of corporate executives say it's no big deal as long as it's not an everyday occurrence. In a moment, some Americans seem lost. Right back with that. Well, you've been hearing about gold all over the news, and prices keep going up. Experts warning a recession may be coming, and it's time to prepare. A recent analyst this week says he sees gold going up hundreds of dollars per ounce to hit $1,700 an ounce. That's why I recommend that you contact the Hartford Gold Group now to learn more. To get you started, the Hartford Gold Group will give you a free silver coin. All of my radio listeners will get it. And if you're listening right now, you can get the coin from the Hartford Gold Group. No purchase is necessary. All you have to do is call them. 877-444-GOLD-GOLD. 877-444-GOLD-GOLD. Give them a call today to claim your free coin and get the information. Available for a limited time only. 877-444-4653. 877-444-4653. Please call today. Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day. A new Gallup poll on the war in Afghanistan says 43% of Americans believe sending troops to that country after the 9/11 terror attack was a mistake, 43%. Now, you may remember that Al-Qaeda was based inside Afghanistan, training its terror killers there. After 9/11, President George W. Bush told the Taliban government to expel Al-Qaeda and hand over its leader, Osama bin Laden. The Taliban refused to do that, and the USA, along with NATO allies, invaded, removing the terrorist government. Nevertheless, 53% of Democrats right now see that action as a mistake, along with 25% of Republicans. That may be because the death toll in Afghanistan has been significant. 62,000 Afghan soldiers killed, 2,419 Americans and 1,100 NATO forces dead, 22,773 Allied forces have been wounded. Again, that is significant. And the action in Afghanistan has been going on for 18 years. Now, if the Taliban had not been defeated and removed, Al-Qaeda and the other terror operations like ISIS would be much stronger today, and terror itself would be much more prominent. Do Americans who oppose the Afghan action understand that? It is undeniable. So what exactly is the counter-argument here? Over the weekend, the world saw another terror attack, this one on Saudi Arabia. It was probably engineered by the kingdom's enemy, Iran. Does the Western world do nothing? Millions of Americans seem to say yes, do nothing. Well, it comes down to what kind of a world you want to live in. If the United States does not police the world, what will happen? Islamic terrorism certainly will run wild. Vladimir Putin will try to gain territory for Russia. China will have the Pacific as its sphere of influence, and chaos will be everywhere. Again, do Americans not understand that? It is a damn shame that the USA has to be the policeman of the world, but who else is going to do it? There comes a point where responsible Americans have to see outside themselves. No one wants U.S. troops killed or maimed. I've raised tens of millions of dollars through the independencefund.org to provide high-tech wheelchairs for U.S. troops maimed in Afghanistan and Iraq. It breaks my heart to see that. But I understand, and you should too, that sometimes military action has to happen. Has to happen. That is the message. My new book, The United States of Trump, out in 8 days. You can get it free if you sign up for premium membership on BillO'Reilly.com, which I think you'll like. Coming next, something you might not know. My friend Glenn Beck launched realestateagentsitrust.com for a very simple reason: to help you sell your home for top dollar as quickly as possible. His team quickly realized there are 3 keys to success. 1, selling or buying a home is a very complicated process and difficult to navigate, so choose agents with a long track record of success. No part-time or inexperienced agents in their network. 2, market value for your home cannot be calculated using computer models. It takes years of expertise to evaluate your market and to price your home to sell quickly for top dollar. Beck's agents are experts in your neighborhood. And 3, home sellers most genuinely like the agent they choose to trust their home to. That's why we select agents who are fans like you. They do business like you, and they share your values. realestateagentsitrust.com was started to help you buy or sell your home fast. Get moving with realestateagentsitrust.com, realestateagentsitrust.com. Now the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. Since the late 1990s, most movie blockbusters feature plenty of digital effects using computers to create sports cars, spacecraft, even costumes. But years ago, filmmakers relied on real images to impress audiences. Today, those collectibles, some of them anyway, go for big bucks at auctions. Here are the most coveted movie artifacts in the marketplace. There is no more iconic hat in the history of film than the famed fedora worn by Indiana Jones. Handpicked by filmmakers George Lucas and Steven Spielberg, they use several hats throughout the film franchise. One prop hat, featured in 3 Indiana Jones films, recently sold for $424,000. The original hat, made famous in Harrison Ford's first performance as Indiana Jones in Raiders of the Lost Ark, is owned by Mr. Spielberg himself and is not for sale. Next is Marilyn Monroe's white dress, made famous as the movie star stood over a windy subway grate in the 1955 film The 7-Year Itch. The outfit fetched more than $1 million in 2011, making it the most expensive costume in film history. While Miss Monroe's dress may be the most expensive costume, the priciest film collectible of all time is James Bond's Aston Martin DB5 convertible, featured in the classic spy thriller Goldfinger. 2 models were used while filming the movie. The one actually driven by Sean Connery sold in 2010 for a whopping $4.6 million. Finally, one of the most sought-after movie collectibles of all time comes from the 1942 classic film Casablanca. Movie makers purchased 2 pianos from musician Sam, portrayed by Dooley Wilson, to perform the song as time goes by. Only one of the pianos was used during production, selling for $3.4 million in 2014. The other went for about $600,000. Play it again, Sam, but bring your checkbook. Back after this. It's an uncertain world out there, you know that. Disaster can strike at any time. So you need to be prepared to protect yourself and your family. One way to do that is with freeze-dried food. It tastes good. It's healthy. Can be stored for 25 years. That's why I'm happy to tell you about a company I recommend, Wise Foods. I have experience with them myself. During Superstorm Sandy, I lost power for 7 days. All of my refrigerated food done. But my food supply from Wise Foods was as fresh as the day I received it. Visit Wise Food Storage, one word, wisefoodstorage.com/Bill, and explore their starter kits and long-term emergency food options. They are even offering free shipping plus a big discount of 25% off for my listeners. So please go to wisefoodstorage.com/Bill, wisefoodstorage.com/Bill, or you can call 855-269-0501. That's 855-269-0501. Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.